Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, welcome to my presentation. I'm Shifa Nurul Aini, a student of System Information at Al Ghifari University. And today I'm going to talk about something that we use every day. And yes, it's about IoT in everyday life. But first, let me ask you a quick question. How many of you guys use transport apps or Google Assistant? Have you ever thought about how they actually work? And well, today we're going to find out. So, IoT isn't just a futuristic idea, but it's already part of our daily life. From the way we travel, shop, or even control our home, IoT is everywhere. But as useful as it is, it also comes with challenge, like privacy concern and security risk. So understanding IoT isn't just interesting, but it's essential because whether we realize or not, we rely on it every single day. In this presentation, we'll break down what IoT is, where we encounter it daily, and what benefits and risks come with it. By the end, you'll realize that IoT isn't just some futuristic concept, it's already shaping the way we live. And before we dive in, what we will explore in this presentation, first, we'll see how IoT is making transportation smarter and more efficient. Then we'll talk about smart home and how they adapt our habits. Next, we'll explore how IoT is integrated into our everyday gadgets. After that, we'll discuss how IoT is changing security system. And finally, we'll look at the benefit and challenge in IoT. Now, let's jump into the first topic. Let's quickly define what IoT actually is. Okay, the Internet of Things or IoT refers to everyday devices that are connected to the internet, allowing them to communicate, collect data, and automate tasks without us noticing. And yes, IoT makes our daily activities more practical, fast, and efficient sometimes. Alright, now we know about what IoT is. Let's move on to our first topic, IoT in transportation. Have you ever noticed how toll gates open automatically when you pass through? That's IoT in action. The system reads your e-money card and deducts the balance in real time, making everything smooth and efficient. And we have transport apps. These apps allow us to track driver location, get real-time arrival estimates, and even see traffic condition. And why is this IoT? Because this system uses GPS, sensors, and real-time data processing to give us instant updates, improving our transportation experience. Now that we've seen how IoT improve our daily commute, let's move on to something closer to home. IoT in smart homes. Ever wonder why Netflix always know that show you might like? That's IoT at work. The system learn from your watching habits and suggest content based on your preference. And now imagine a world where your air conditioner adjusts itself based on the temperature or your lights turn off when you leave the room. That's exactly what IoT does. Why is this considered IoT? Because these devices are connected to the internet and can analyze data to automatically adapt to our needs. But IoT isn't just about smart homes, it's also in the gadget we use every single day. Let's take a look. Google Assistant, Siri, and Alexa, these AI assistants use IoT to control smart devices, answer questions, even set reminders. As for smartwatches and health trackers, these gadgets monitor heart rate, step, sleep pattern, and more, all thanks to IoT. And what's so IoT about this? Well, because they can then continuously collect and send data to cloud-based system for analysis and real-time feedback. Of course, convenience is great, but what about security? Let's see how IoT is changing the way we protect our home and data. Online CCTV and smart doorbells, these allow you to see visitors in real time through your phones, no matter where you are. As for face recognition and fingerprint unlock, used in smartphones, offices, and even smart buildings to improve security. How does IoT power this? This system work automatically, process data in real time, and connect to the internet for monitoring and security purpose. Now that we know how IoT is around us, it's time to ask, is it all good? Let's weigh the benefits and challenge of IoT. Let's see for the benefit first. They are efficiency automates daily tasks, making life easier. Cost and energy savings. Smart device optimize energy use and reduce expenses, and better security and monitoring. IoT helps keep our homes and workplaces safer. As for the challenges, we have data privacy risk. The more connected we are, the more vulnerable our personal data become. Dependencies on internet connection. If the internet goes down, many IoT devices stop working, and they are expensive. Many smart devices are still costly. Even with these challenges, IoT is evolving and improving every day. So what does all of this mean? Let's wrap things up with a final conclusion. First, IoT is not just a futuristic concept. It's already here, shaping the way we live every single day, from transportation to smart homes, security, and health tracking. IoT is making our lives more connected, efficient, and automated. Second, most of us use IoT without even realizing it, whether it's unlocking our phones with face recognition, streaming Netflix recommendation, or tracking our daily steps. IoT is constantly working in the background to improve our experiences. But here's the thing, while IoT brings a lot of convenience, it also comes with challenges. Data privacy, security risks, and dependence on internet connectivity are things we need to be aware of. Speaking of which, aside from discussing IoT, I also want to quickly explain how the language I use in this presentation is structured. In English, there's something called part of speech, which refers to the different types of words that make up a sentence. We might not always notice it, but every word we use in communication has its own role. Okay, so here's the part of speech for IoT presentation. There's noun. In this presentation, there are several nouns that refers to the things we're talking about. For example, IoT, apps, and device are all nouns. These are things, objects, or concepts that we can easily identify, like how data is collected or how transportation system work. Other examples include location, driver, and schedule. When discussing how transport apps like Gojek or Grab track drivers, there are also known like security, privacy, and challenges, which are used to describe the bigger picture of how IoT impact our daily life. As for pronouns are words we use to replace noun. For example, in the sentence, IoT is already here, it could be used as a pronoun instead of repeating IoT. Pronouns like I, you, we, and they are used frequently to talk about ourselves and others. In this case, I use I because I'm the one presenting, and you refers to the audience. It might replace something like the system when talking about smart device or apps. And verbs are action words, and we see many of them in this presentation. Words like use, work, think, and realize are example of verbs. These verbs show us what we are doing, such as when we use apps or when IoT device work to help us. We also control or track device with apps. And IoT improves the way we interact with technology. This verb explain how action and function happen in the context of IoT. Adjective. Adjective we use to describe nouns, for example, smart, efficient, and automatic. Are adjective used to explain how IoT works. We say that devices are smart because they learn from our behavior. IoT systems are also efficient because they save time and energy. Real time describe how information is delivered immediately, and an adjective like futuristic or connected describe the advanced nature of this technology. Next we have adverbs. Adverbs help to describe how actions are done. In this presentation, we use adverb like automatically and efficiently to explain how IoT device perform action without us having to interfere. We say that apps work smoothly or IoT device adjust things efficiently, meaning they do their job in the best way possible. Other adverbs like even or constantly emphasize how often or how well these devices work in real time. And for purpose and proposition, a preposition are words that show a relationship between other words in a sentence. For example, in these spaces like in transportation or on the internet, the preposition in and on help explain where things are happening. We also say things like with IoT to show connect and from sensor to describe the source of data. This preposition gives us important details about where and how things are happening in the world of IoT. As for conjunction connect different ideas in a sentence. For example, words like and, but, so, and because help join truth together. For instance, IoT is efficient and convenient. Show how these two qualities work together, and we can say IoT is great, but comes with some risks. To show to show a contrast, conjunction like if and because are used to explain reasons such as because IoT helps save time. And interjection. Interjection are words or phrases used to express emotion and engage the audience in this presentation. Interjection help make this much more dynamic. For example, "Hey everyone" is a friendly way to grab attention at the start. Alright, signal a transition. I might also say, "Okay, let's move on" to smoothly shift between topics. This expression that usually appear in the text but make the presentation sound more natural and engaging. And that's a quick overview of the part of speech used in my presentation. But understanding the different roles of noun, verb, adjective, and other part of speech, we can better communicate how IoT works and why it's such a big part of daily life. Alright, that wraps up my presentation. Thank you for your time, but I would love to hear your thoughts. So, do you have any question or maybe an opinion about IoT that you would like to share? Maybe you've realized that you've been using IoT more than you thought. So, what's the coolest IoT device you've ever used? Let's talk about it.